Hi viewers, welcome to Commerce at the Tally Studio. I'm Parmesh Sirikonda. I'm working as a Tally trainer in Hyderabad. I trained around 1000 students in Tally with a different level Tally is Pro Guru and Tally with GST. సో చాలామంది స్టూడెంట్స్ నన్ను అడుగుతుంటారు సార్ కొన్ని వీడియోస్ చేయండి అనేసి. సో వాళ్ళ కోసం నేను ఫస్ట్ టైం నా ఛానల్ ఒక వీడియో అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో వితౌట్ వెయిటింగ్ ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్ టు గెట్ సమ్ అప్డేట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ టాలీ జిఎస్టీ అండ్ అకౌంట్స్. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about e-way bill. So what is e-way bill and how to use and everything we are going to discuss in that. And before I want to start the topic, I just want to tell you two things about e-way bill. The first thing is e-way bill is a very important. If you export the goods, the value of goods is 50,000. If you want to export that goods, e-way bill is a must and should. And e-way bill topic we have in Tally, as long as we have the same topic in GST also. So if you are able to understand this video, that may help you to understand GST as well as how to generate e-way bill from Tally. So today our agenda is, first we are going to discuss about meaning and validity of e-way bill. EWB means e-way bill and components and process of e-way bill, and finally we are going to discuss about uses of e-way bill. So without waiting, let's start that. So first, meaning. So e-way bill is an electronic way bill for movement of goods which can be generated on GSTN. So e-way bill stands for electronic way bill. If you want to export the goods, otherwise if you want to sell the goods, so you have to generate e-way bill from GSTN. Can you see here GSTN? GSTN stands for Goods and Service Tax Network. So the movement of goods of more than 50,000. If you are exporting goods, otherwise if you are selling goods to someone, the value of goods is 50,000 or more than 50,000. You have to generate e-way bill. From where you have to generate? You have to generate from GSTN. GSTN stands for Goods and Service Tax Network. Okay, so an unregistered person cannot generate e-way bill. So if you want to generate e-way bill, you have to register at a GST portal based on your turnover. So this is the meaning of e-way bill. So next, validity of e-way bill. So right, mostly normally if you see check post and everything will get in that borders, and in some district headquarters also will get some check. So they'll stop vehicle and they'll check the goods and everything. Sometimes they may seize the vehicle. So why, what is the uses of e-way bill? Why the government is started e-way bill and everything? That means very simple, to avoid the black goods, means like smugglings and everything. If we want to avoid the things, so if you want to export the goods, the value of goods is 50,000, you have to take permission from the government. Okay, so distance. So this is very important. Based on the distance only, e-way bill is going to be used. If you want to export the goods from one location to another location, for example, I'm in Hyderabad, I want to export the goods to Vijayawada. From Hyderabad to Vijayawada, distance is more than 100 kilometers. So if distance is less than 100 kilometers, validity for the e-way bill is only 1 day. Okay, for every 100 kilometers are part, therefore this was additional 1 day. That means, so Hyderabad is so far from Vijayawada. So if I want to export the goods to the Vijayawada, so I'll get 2 days time because of it is more than 100 kilometers. Okay, so up to 20 kilometers 1 day in case of over dimensional cargos. Sometimes you can see on the highways will get that large vehicles. Okay, so if you are exporting goods in the dimensional cargo, you are going to get additionally 20 kilometers. Okay, and for every 20 kilometers are part of therefore thread after. So if something happen and everything, sometimes vehicle may get met with accident, and due to any reason, if weather condition is not good and everything, so you are going to get one additional cargo. So less than, here you should remember only one thing: if less than 100 kilometers, that is a 1 day. If anything happens to the vehicle, they are going to give additionally 1 day. And up to 20 kilometers for the dimensional cargo, you have to get the 1 day. And it is more than 20 kilometers, you will get additional rate. So this is about meaning and validity of e-way bill. So how we are going to look into the e-way bill and where you are going to get that e-way bill option in Tally. So as discussed, after meaning of e-way bill, we are going to discuss about components of e-way bill. There are two components we have in e-way bill. The first one is a part A. So we have divided as two parts, first part A and part B. So in e-way bill, in practical e-way bill, part A contains recipient GST-IN. So you should know meaning of recipient. Recipient in a sense commonly you know it's a buyer, and it contains GST-IN. What do you mean by GST-IN? Goods and Service Tax Identification Number, and it gives information about place of delivery with a pin code. So place of delivery means where the buyer is located. And the next one, invoice. As you know, every bill contains one number. We have to give that invoice number and HSN code. So for if you want every goods have the unique HSN code, we have to give the HSN code also, and the value of goods along with the quantity, price and everything we have to give, and reasons of transport, why we are transporting goods to the one location to another location. And the last one, transporter document number. Document number also you have to submit. So this is part A. And part B, it contains information about transporter details, mode of transport, how we are transporting, uh, which vehicle, and the distance, how much distance from which place to which place you are transporting, what is the distance between the two places, and the vehicle number. Okay, and lorry, mostly people use lorry and trucks, right? You have to provide that numbers also, and the transporter ID. Every transporter has an ID, right? You have to give that ID also, and date. Date is very mandatory because of based on date only the e-way bill has some validity. Understanding? So components, two components we have, part A and part B. Mostly in the Tally, if you write any exam in the Tally AS Pro Guru, you are going to have some questions from components. So they may ask the questions from part A and part B. You should be very clear with this. Hope you understand about the components. Okay. So next step is a process of e-way bill. So we'll take example you can easily understand, and some of students we may get impressed with this PPT. So I want to say the special thank to the presentationprocess.com website, because of I got this idea from them only, to be frank. So nothing is there. I just want to tell them thanks to them, because of I got very wonderful PPTs from there. I learned and I prepared this PPT. So let's enter into the topic, process of the e-way bill. So just assume there is a party called SP Trading Company, and SP Trading Company wants to export goods to Mansa Private Limited Company. So here the seller is SP Trading Company and the buyer is Mansa Private Limited Company. So both are located in the two different locations. So now what SP traders have to do, they have to export the goods to the Mansa Private Limited Company, but they don't have vehicle. SP traders don't have the vehicle. What they need to do, they have to approach one transporter. So SP traders approached one transporter to export goods from SP Trading Company to Mansa Private Limited. Now they want to export through the road. We have the road facility there. It's wonderful, and as usually on the road we'll get the verifications. In our common language we can call check post. Understanding? Right. Now SP Trading, they have to hand over the goods to the transporter, and SP Trader hand over goods to the transporter to export goods to the Mansa Private Limited Company. So now what SP Trader have to do, SP Traders, they have to upload the details of that goods. They have hand out some goods to the transporter, right? The same details, invoices, they have to upload in the goods and service tax network. We discussed GST and meaning of e-way bill. Okay, now so what they need to do, they have to upload the invoice details in that portal. Next they have to upload the second thing, transporter details. Okay, one is the invoice details, second is the transporter details. And the next step is a transporter have to do one thing. He has to upload his details, transporter details, and something already they have uploaded, even though they have to match with that. Now part A and part B is done. Then now government will give one e-way bill. Okay, that's for the transporter. It is done. And now government will issue three e-way bill numbers, electronic way bill numbers, one for the supplier, one for the buyer, one for the transporter. Okay, now the buyer has to accept the e-way bill within 72 hours. Okay, or else it is going to be cancelled. Okay, next, as usually once it is done, they are ready to export the goods to the party. The vehicle has gone, so you can see here, now that vehicle is coming, and expectedly police wala they stop that vehicle. Now what driver has to do, he has to show that e-way bill. Starting they got e-way bill from the GST portal, right? They have to show that bill to the police wala, and even if the police have the doubt, they'll take that invoice and they'll physically check that if invoice details and that physical stock is matching, they'll open the gate, or else they'll seize the vehicle along with the goods. Now just assume everything is fine. Now they are going to open it. They open that, the vehicle is going. So good PPT, right? Thanks for the once again, thanks for the presentation.com. Okay, so this is the process of e-way bill. Hope you understand. So, and the last part in e-way bill, that is uses. So whatever uses are very important, so practically everyone can understand what is e-way bill, and you can get that information Google also. But the problem is there are some excellent uses we have with the e-way bill. So what is the first one? First one is registered GST taxpayers can register in the e-way bill portal using GST IN. So I told you in the first slide, so unregistered person, so normally registration is two types, regular and composition. So based on the turnover they can select regular or composition. That's a businessman issue. But the problem is, if they want to like get the e-way bill, they have to register whether that regular composition the second matter, but only the registered dealers can upload that, get the e-way bill, others cannot get. Okay, and the second point, e-way bill is mandatory for interstate movements. You should know the meaning of interstate. Intrastate and interstate. Intrastate meaning buyer and the seller, means place of supply and the location of supply both are in the same state, that is intra. But what they are telling here, e-way bill is mandatory for interstate. Interstate means out of the state. Buyer is in, just assume buyer is in Telangana and seller is in Delhi. So if the transaction happened between both the states, that is mandatory if it is a value exceeding 50,000. Up, unregistered person transporter can enroll the e-way bill system by providing their PAN. So in the first point we discussed only the registered person can get e-way bill through the GSTIN, goods and service tax identification number. But the businessman, they are unregistered person, but even though they have export the goods of value is 50,000. In that case, what they need to do, they have to submit their PAN card number, otherwise Aadhaar card number to generate e-way bill. And the next point, QR code is provided in the e-way bill to facilitate quick verification. QR code, you know, right? If you go that we are using nowadays phone pay, Paytm, everything, right? We can scan immediately and we can pay rather than typing their number and everything we can do. So that is one of the good facility with e-way bill we have. And the last point, vehicle number can be entered, updated in part B. So as we discussed, part B it contains that vehicle number and transporter details, and part A contains information about the recipient. These 2 points are very important. Wherever you go, theory part is very important. Most students, they avoid the theory. The problem is, if you avoid the theory, you cannot understand. If you go any interview and somewhere, okay, they don't ask any practical thing, they'll ask only the theory. If you want to get success in that interview, you should be very clear with this theory. So this is total about e-way bill. Thank you guys, hope you understood, you enjoyed this PPT, and please comment, and you can ask any doubts in the comment section, and you can share, you can like that, And just my request is just you if you like that video, try to subscribe my video. You will get some videos on GST. Next video I'm going to do on GST registration, which is very important. Okay, so once again, thank you very much. Bye.